Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and the follow-up to last Saturday's video regarding my baby's Air Max collection. Now, a little bit more suspense, I'm sorry, but I thought I'd show a video of mine and my fiance's gender reveal because we actually wore the shoes that this shoe's based off of on that. So I'm going to play that quickly now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I'm hoping that you saw it from there, but if you didn't, I'll show you what the shoes were. So they are in fact the Huffquake custom and real one that I made in a previous video, which I'll link up in the corner if you want to check that out. But with that all being said, I can now show you where I got up to with the custom of baby's shoe. So obviously when I done my fiance's custom, I wasn't aware if we're having a little boy or a little girl, so I didn't want to put too much colour onto the shoes, which meant that I was left with shoes that looked like this. Now, today, the plan is I'm going to put the royal blue onto the shoe, where it would be on the retail one as well, and I will record the process and take you along with me. So with that being said, let's jump straight into this video. Okay, so this got to be one of the smallest boxes I think we've ever had on the table laid out like this, but we already know what's inside here. Like I say, it's the customs that I'm going to be working on. So I've saved myself a little bit of time. I've pre-mixed some of my military blue, as you can sort of see here. It's the Angelus military blue. I've already mixed some of that with the Too Soft for my sock liner and the insole of the shoe, which is already mixed here. For the rest of the bits, such as the aglet side, not aglets, you know which bits I mean, them bits, I can't remember what they're called for the top of my head at the moment. I'll be going straight out of the pot for that. Same with this bit here. And I would use Too Hard if I was painting this on an adult shoe, but with these baby shoes, they're quite soft anyway, so I'm not too worried about using Too Hard on there. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to delace these quickly whilst we're talking. It shouldn't take me too long as they are junior shoes, so they are very easy to delace. So let's do that. And yeah, what I'll do is I'm just going to jump straight into basically painting. There's no prep work I need to do to these. These haven't been worn since I painted them last, so the prep's all good on them still. It's just a case of now putting the finishing touches to it with the colours, which is very exciting. I'll take the sock line and the insole. I can't speak today. I'll take the insoles out as well, because I'm going to obviously paint them, which they're glued in, but we'll get them out. So cool. I'll pause this here and I'll come back to it in a sec. Okay, so in typical fashion, I didn't realise quite how dirty these insoles were. Obviously, I brought this pair second hand, like I do with a lot of shoes that I do restoration work and custom work on. So I'm going to use a bit of Rejuvenator and clean them up because they are disgusting. And yeah, once I've done that, I can then do some painting. The plan is I'm probably going to heat set obviously the sock liners as well as the insoles to be blue, because otherwise they just rub off over time. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly clean these up, and yeah, we'll do that afterwards. So I'm just going to use a stiff bristle brush, I think, for this bit, just to really get in there and clean it up. And you can already see the difference between the one I just cleaned and the one that's not clean, so I've got to do it here again. But yeah, so I'll bring the video back in once I've cleaned these up to a lot cleaner, and then they're ready to start getting dyed basically, so I'll see you there. Okay, so I've just gone over and cleaned these. You can probably see quite a big difference already. There might be a little bit of staining still, but we won't see that once they have been dyed. So the next step from here will be to use, like I say, my mixture I made earlier, and basically just paint it onto it. It's as simple as that. And then obviously I'll do probably 2 or 3 layers of this after heat setting it with the heat gun, sorry, and yeah, they'll be good to go. So it's really nice and straightforward, this part. It's just building layers up. So I'll see you once I've painted both of these. Okay, so I will go and heat set these and do probably another couple of coats over the top, and I'll pick this back up once that's done, and then we'll move on to probably getting the sock liners all done. So yeah, I'll see you there. Okay, so as you can see from the top corner here, that's 3 layers of paint on there now. They've been heat set with a heat gun. I'll continue to heat set them through the next couple of processes, but this point is the point where I get most nervous. Too soft makes the sock liner and stuff stay cushioned, so it doesn't make it go all stiff, but it also makes the paint go extremely runny. And to do all the sock liner in here and to do behind the tongue, and you know, I only want it to go up to the sort of the fresh of the top of the tongue. I don't want it to go onto this mid part here like on the originals. So this is where I get really anxious, because I've got to try and paint these without it overspilling. You can use tape and stuff, but I'll be honest, from previous experience using tape, it still runs. So a steady hand and a ridiculously fine brush is the way to go. So wish me luck, because of, yeah, that's what I'm doing next. Right, okay, so considering how long it's taken just to try and paint the inside of a tongue, and I've already put my thumb in it, I think I'm just gonna stop recording here and I'll fill you back in when I've done the rest of the tongue on this first shoe, so you can see roughly what it looks like. But it is starting to take shape. That's really annoying me about my thumbprint. It's gonna happen. These shoes are so tiny. Doing it on Vicky's custom was somewhat difficult enough, but doing it on a shoe that's a fraction of the size was always going to have its problems. But yeah, I'll cut it here and I'll pick it up when I've finished the shoe. Okay, so that's the first coat done on the inner sock liner, as you can see, and on the tongue. Got a few more to do, but as a comparison, it really helps it to sort of take shape. I'm so excited to get these done. So yeah, so I'm gonna do the other one, and then I'm gonna do the other 2 coats of it on both, and then I will show you when they are fully painted, as in the insides, with 3 layers. So I will pick you up then. Okay, so unfortunately I had to turn my light off because of that process. Took a bit longer than expected, and my phone was starting to die. So where we are now, you can see I've got the sock liners all painted. So I think I'm going to do the next hardest part of the shoe, which would be doing the back tabs. So I'm going to probably do them now, and then leave the sort of the air bubble surrounded the last bit to do, which is probably going to be the easiest part. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. So stay tuned. I'm going to use just it out straight out of the pot now. So what I'll do first is I'll probably just paint the back tab blue, and then once I've done that, I'll probably then go over it with some flat white to do in the night text afterwards. So let's see how that turns out. Again, ridiculously fine brushes to paint this because of it's such a small shoe, and it's easier said than done, to be honest. Right, okay, so there's one there. It's obviously first coat, be a couple of coats again. You've probably got the drill by now, so I'll go heat sink that, and yeah, I'll catch you up when we've done all this bit. Okay, so the back heel tabs are now all painted blue. I just got to do the white text over them, but I'm going to let them dry for a bit because I don't want to smudge anything. So with that being said, I think it's about time that I put some blue onto this air bubble, and I'll also do the sort of like the eye stay bits as well. So stay tuned for that. Then the last thing after that is just to put the blue onto the tongue, which I'll also do at some point. So yeah, let's jump onto the air surrounds and the eye stays. I might do the eye stays first and then do the air surround afterwards. I think will probably be the way to do it. Right, okay, I know what I'm going to do. Because of when I'm painting the shoes, I'm holding the air surround. I think what's going to be the best thing to do is to actually probably finish up everything else on the shoe first and then paint the air surrounds afterwards. So I'm going to do a couple more coats of this. I'll then do the Nike on the tongue and the Nike on the heel tab, and then the last thing I'll do is paint the air surround. So I'll see you all in a sec. Okay, so we're finally at the last stage with the shoes. I have painted the Nike onto the tongues now, as you can see, and I've also got the Nike on the back. So yeah, the last thing to do is just the air surround. So I'm going to do them now, and then I'll leave them overnight to dry, and yeah, hopefully they'll all be done, which is perfect. Okay, so that's the first coat on. I'm gonna probably stop recording here and do the rest of the coats. I actually need some more light, so I'm gonna need to actually plug my light back in because I can't see what I'm doing properly. So yeah, I'll pick this up when he's all painted, and like I say, the shoes are lacquered and it'll be the finished product. So I will see you probably tomorrow after it's dried. So there we have it. That is the finished product, and I am so happy with these. I hope when little one's older, he can watch back on this video and see how much effort I went into to make these for him. But I'm so happy. Like, I don't know if it's just me blowing my own trumpet, but I think these almost look like retail. Like, generally in comparison, like, they're pretty good. Like, I'm impressed with myself. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like, comment and subscribe. It's all free, it costs you nothing, and it helps me massively growing the channel. And yeah, I'm probably going to do a bit of restoration work on some other of his shoes as well, and who knows, maybe some more customs in the future. But stay tuned for that, and take care for now.